Hi, welcome to our channel. I'm Whitney.
I'm Angie.
And we're the Simple Teachers. Today we have a video for you where we get to teach you how to teach other long vowels. So we've already taught you long vowels with final silent E.
Yeah.
And we've taught you vowel teams. So today I'll kind of let Angie describe how we categorize these other long vowels.
Yes, we painstakingly went through vowel spellings and chose the ones that are more common, most common, ones that you'll actually hopefully use.
Yeah.
That the students will find in what they're reading in their text, and words that, or spellings that are in words that you haven't taught as sight words. So here we go.
So Angie's going to go over all the sound spellings. I'm going to model how we could introduce them or reteach them, and then we'll get into some word blending to see it in action.
Yeah. All right, we call these other long vowels. They're all going to say a long vowel, so you're going to hear me saying long vowel sounds, and their spellings can seem pretty random. For the spelling with just a single vowel of A, we're going to hear A. We also have a spelling E-I-G-H, says A. The spelling of just E can say the long vowel sound of E. We also have I-E can say E, and then Y at the end of words. It's usually found at the end of a double or multiple syllable word. It will say E. Then we have just the single spelling of I, can also say E, and usually that's in the chunk ring. You hear that E and ring, ing. So we hear that E sound. Some teachers teach that as a chunk of ing because it's an ending, and that would be okay as well. Then we have a single spelling for I. This says the long sound I. And then we have I-G-H that says I. Wow, they're crazy, right? Then we have the Y at the end of short single syllable words that says I. So you have two letter Ys, they say two different sounds, but there's a very distinct thing that you can teach. At the end of a short syllable, single syllable word, it's going to say I. Or in the middle of at the end of a syllable within a multiple syllable word, it can say I, like psychology, it's the end of a syllable. Or at the end of a multiple syllable word, it says the E sound. Okay, moving along. We have the single spelling of O, we'll say the long sound O. O-W can say O. Single spelling of U will say U, and then U-E together can also say U. So these are the ones we chose as this long vowel spellings that you're going to come across.
Cool. So it's important that students know that when they see just a single vowel, short sound could be an option, and then we're on the long vowel option. So anytime there's a single vowel spelling, it can say it's long sound. So I'm only going to model the long sound of A, and then you'll know that that can apply to A, E, I, O, or U. So this is the teacher language you could use to introduce or reteach. It's on top of the card that Angie just showed you. So I would say something like this as their teacher. This is the sound A. The sound A can be spelled with the letter A. Listen for the sound A in the word sang. This is the sound E. The sound E can be spelled with the letters I-E. Listen for the sound E in the word field. There's another spelling of the sound E. The sound E can be spelled with the letter Y. Listen for the sound E in the word berry. Another spelling for the sound E. The sound E can be spelled with just the letter I. Listen for the sound E in the word ring. A spelling for the sound I. Listen for the sound I. Well, first, I can be spelled with the letters I-G-H. Listen for the sound I in the word fight. This is the sound I. I can also be spelled with the letter Y. Listen for the sound I in the word fly. Now these are a lot, right? So these wouldn't all be taught at once. These would be broken out, but I'm just modeling some of the long list. So a couple more. This is the sound O. The sound O can be spelled with the letters O-W. Listen for the sound O in the word bowl. Last one. This is the sound U, which, going back on what Angie said, it could also be oo, but I'm going to teach my students U, but I can be flexible. U can be spelled with the letters U-E. Listen for the sound U in the word statue. All right, so that's how we could introduce. And once they've introduced and they've been taught or retaught, then we can expect them to know the sounds once we get into word blending. So let's show them some word blending.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, I'll be the student, Angie will be the teacher.
Sound.
B.
Sound.
O.
Blend.
Bow. Oh, bowl.
Word.
Bowl. Now we know that OW can say another sound. If they were to say ow, let them do it.
Yeah.
Bow, bowel. Oh, that does make sense if you have heard that word before.
And then you would take that word and read it in your text and see if it makes sense in your text.
Yep. So we always got to be flexible and always connect it back to text.
Yep. Always. All right. Sound. Sound.
I.
Blend.
Fi. T. Fight.
Word.
Fight.
Nice job.
A. T. 8.
Word.
8.
That one's fun. They'll get a kick. They'll remember that one too.
Yeah.
They'll get a kick out of that. All those letters make that one sound. Okay, I'm going to write the whole word because this one's a multisyllabic one. So
she's going to ask me if there's any prefixes or suffixes that I recognize, and then we'll go through vowels and then we can blend.
All right. Any prefixes or suffixes you know?
I don't recognize any.
Great. Let's look at vowels or vowel patterns.
Okay, so I see an A and I see a UE. So I'm going to try an A, and then I just learned U, so I'll try that.
Okay.
Statue. Oh, statue. It's going to say a little bit of a ch.
Yep, I'm going to adjust that sound right there.
But I knew it. Statue.
Yep. But if I were to blend, or if you were to blend, statue.
Statue. Doesn't make sense to me.
Right? And so you wanted to blend or to adjust that right away, didn't you?
Exactly.
So remember, if a reader knows a word and they've ever heard it and it's within one sound of what they're blending, they'll adjust it. Yep. All right, let's do this one.
So let's say I didn't adjust that. What would you do?
I would tell them, make that a little ch right there.
Yeah.
I just tell them the sound.
Awesome.
All right, let's do this one. Are there any prefixes or suffixes you recognize?
I don't recognize any.
All right, let's look at vowels and vowel patterns.
Okay, I see an E at the beginning, an ER, an E, and I know there's a G next to it because I've learned that. And then a Y can be a vowel, and I also see a C next to it. So probably a J and a S there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try I'll try an and then I'm going to go with, well, I just learned I, so I'll try I. Well, I learned both.
Yeah.
I'm going to try E.
Do you remember which one goes at the end of a longer word?
Oh, shoot. I don't remember what you told me. An E?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's try it out.
All right, so here we go. Emergency. Emergency.
You got it perfectly, actually. That was very good.
Okay. So I like that rule. If we teach them about the Y, says I or E, but the short or longer syllable word.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep, and it works quite well.
Awesome.
It's quite reliable, we'll call it.
Cool. All right. that is how you can teach other long vowel patterns. And like Angie had said before, there may be others. We took a long time to decide what to include on here. So teach these ones. These will be common ones, and align it with your reading program. Use these posters. If you teach other long vowels, give this video a thumbs up. Like this video, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Simply Teach.